I would like to congratulate your Lordship.
Oh, thank you so much.
Confirmation
Thank you
as
so
a judge at the Gauhati High Court.
Thank you so much.
And bar wish for an illustrious and bright future.
Thank you.
For your Lordship.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
May I please Lord?
Yes.
Lordship, I would like to mention item number 15, Your Lordship, for hearing. Lordship, I pray that the matter be listed after 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
You're the counsel for the?
Petitioner, Your Lordship. We have taken the consent from the party, Your Lordship, for the copy.
On the prayer of Mr. M. Solo, the learned counsel for the petitioner, listed after 2 weeks.
Lordship.
Okay.
For motion, item number 1 and 2.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, the present interlocutory application is filed for the impleadment of the Nagaland Lokayukta as respondent number 4 in WBC 130 of 2023. Your Lordship, the petitioner here did not implead the Nagaland Lokayukta with the assumption that the Nagaland Lokayukta is the court. But having now realized that Nagaland Lokayukta is a statutory body, and Your Lordship, it is a very necessary party to the writ petition, and without whose impleadment there can be no effective order. So, Your Lordship, the petitioner is here before this honorable court praying for the impleadment of the Nagaland Lokayukta as respondent for in WPC 130 of 2023, Your Lordship.
What is your impugned order in the writ petition?
Your Lordship, the petitioner is aggrieved by the impugned order dated 15/11 of 2021 and
Yeah.
the impugned order dated 11/05/2022 passed by the Nagaland Lokayukta.
Heard. MS Sensor, the learned counsel for the applicant. This application has been filed for impleading the Nagaland Lokayukta, represented by the Secretary, Nagaland Lokayukta, as the respondent number 4 in the writ petition number 130/2023. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the applicant that the order impugned in the writ petition is passed by the Nagaland Lokayukta, and therefore it is necessary to implead the said institution. The Nagaland Lokayukta is accordingly impleaded as the respondent number 4 in WPC 130/2023. The petition stands disposed. In this writ petition, okay, WPC 130/2023. in view of the order passed by this court in IA 89/2023, the Nagaland Lokayukta represented by the Secretary, Nagaland Lokayukta, is accordingly impleaded as the respondent number 4. Any date fixed in the writ petition?
No, Your
Any?
Lordship. No, Your Lordship.
Please stop. List the keys as ordered on 27/7/2023. Okay.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
For motion, item number 3.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
My lord, the petitioner is agrees by Indian order dated.
What is the instruction?
Your Lordship, Lordship, on the last occasion, whether the petitioner and the name shown in the impugn order are the same person or not, that's the first query made, Lordship. And they are the same person. And by this order, he is already transferred up to his place of new posting, Lordship. However, during the election period, he was attached with one candidate. So only after election, this order was issued, releasing him from his first 7th battalion. Now it appears Manaf have been given his new duty, Lordship.
So he is now transferred to his new place of posting.
Lordship, by this order, Lordship. So I think, Lordship, I'm afraid petition has no case.
You are already transferred.
Yes, my lord, I'm aggrieved by that because of the petitioner is initially an MAP, and now he is transferred and posted to 13 NAP IR battalion. So
Do you-
the training starts
do you-
in my lord.
Do you have any right of posting? Do you have any right of posting?
Yes, my lord, I have a right of
You have
posting.
absolutely no right. You have absolutely no right.
Now, my lord, the petitioner is on the verge of retirement, so that for the preparations of his missionary documents and as well as for execution of his family members, my lord.
How many years he has to go?
Only 1.5
1.5 years.
Yes, yes, my lord.
More than sufficient. You can
And
still.
my lord, besides that, he is becoming old, so that to perform the IRB pattern. duty is very different. The training structure is also different level.
But you are transferred. You are transferred.
Yes, my lord, so that challenging that transfer of order, my lord.
Where is the transfer order?
My lord, and it should be page 16, my lord, of my petition. So that additional transfer and posting order, my name is Kohima only, concept of community, and my regimental number is also different, my lord. So that I am pushing the
That is
authority concern, my lord.
that is why on the earlier occasion I have asked you, if this is not you, why are you challenging this?
My lord, but they respondent number 5. Government 7th Battalion Pandari has insisting us, asking me to posting parents. So
That means it's you. That means it's you.
yes,
It's you.
presuming that one is mine.
Not presuming.
You, my lord, the number and my name is quite different, my lord. That's what I'm approaching this on our
Maybe inadvertently, but actually when actually this transfer order is with regard to your transfer and posting, I think maybe you have no case. And if you are saying that this order does not pertains to you because this order contains a separate name and a different regimental number,
Yes, my lord.
then why are you challenging this?
My lord, because as I said, as I submitted, the government out of 7th Battalion has asked me to posting parents, so that
So it's you.
yes, and presuming that this one is mine.
Don't presume. Don't presume. Don't presume yourself. You should not actually presume your identity. If you are Mr. Zatanmuli, you are Mr. Zatanmuli. That Mr. Zatanmuli. The learned counsel for the petitioner. In the present petition, the petitioner has challenged the order dated 5/1/2023 issued by the Director General of Police, Nagaland, Kohima, transferring and posting the petitioner, to 13 NAP, Warren Brigade, IR, Close Brigade, Battalion, BN, Yajang C, YAJNG, C written inverted, with immediate effect. You are presently posted at
Yatun presently posted is 13 NAP IR Battalion Yatun combining Boksung, my lord.
it is submitted that the petitioner is presently posted
13 NAP IRB, my lord.
13 NAP IR
Battalion
BN
Yatun C combining, my lord.
Yajang C Company
C combining Boksung
Mugukchung.
under Boksung district.
Mugukchung. Okay. Stop. Perusal of the order dated 5/1/2023 shows that the transfer and posting order has been issued way back in the month of January 2023. Stop. Issue notice to the respondents. Returnable within 4 weeks. Since Mr. Kiangami, the learned government advocate, accepts notice on behalf of the state respondents, no formal notice, stop, no formal notice need be issued. Stop. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall, however, serve requisite copies of the writ petition to the learned government advocate within
3 weeks, my lord.
Within-
3 days, my lord.
within a period of 3 days from today, listed accordingly.
My lord, I have smoked beer, my lord.
Yes,
Still interim, my lord.
this order was issued in the month of January.
Yes, my lord.
So, no stay. Let the government file affidavit. We'll see after that.
My lord.
For motion, item number 4.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes, ma'am. What is it?
Your Lordship, here the petitioner is praying for payment of salary and for granting minimum scale of pay.
Payment of salary?
Yes, Your
You are
Lordship.
not paid salary.
Yes, Your Lordship.
From which period?
Your Lordship, here the petitioner number 1 salary pending with effective from July 2021 and petitioner number 2 salary with effective from March 2020.
Petitioner number 1 salary with effect from 2021 till date.
Yes, Your
And
Lordship.
petitioner number 2 salary with effect from
March 2020.
2020. And to grant the minimum scale of pay. The payer has not paid. You are being paid 450 as of date.
No, 5,280
Five-
at present.
Rupees 5,800,
5,280 rupees.
5,820. Let us just see your representation. Which is your representation?
An extra.
Your representation dated 8/6/2022.
Yes, Your Lordship, an extra 4, page 17.
Annexure 4, page 70. Are you serving?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Are you going to office?
Yes, Your Lordship.
MS so-and-so, the learned counsel for the petitioner. It is the case of the petitioner that he was appointed as W/C work charge labor on a fixed pay of rupees 450 per month by the office order dated 4/9/1997. Stop. It is the case of the petitioner that he is presently being paid the fixed pay of rupees 5820 PM.
Your Lordship, 5,280
Oh,
rupees.
sorry. 5280.
80.
5280. Okay. It is the case of the petitioner. No. Stop. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner number one, the salary of the petitioner number one has not been paid with effect from the month of July 2021, and the salary of the petitioner number two with effect from March 2020. So, it is the case of the petitioner that the representation dated 8/6/2020 was submitted to the executive engineer, PhD, within bracket
Your Lordship, Public Works Department,
PWD, within bracket housing number 1, Nagaland, Kohima, seeking for payment of the unpaid salary and for the grant of minimum scale of pay. Stop. The representation submitted by the petitioner has, however, not been considered. It is further the case of the petitioner that the lawyer's notice dated 9/9/2022 was submitted to the Engineer-in-Chief, Public Works Department, Nagaland, Kohima. However, the same has also not evoked any response till date. Stop. Being aggrieved, the petitioner is before this court. Stop. Issue notice to the respondents, returnable within 4 weeks. Since the state respondents are represented by Mr. Kiangami, the learned senior government advocate, no formal notice need be issued. Stop. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall, however, serve requisite copies of the writ petition to the learned senior government advocate within
3 days, Your Lordship.
within a period of 3 days from today, listed after 4 weeks. Okay.
For motion, item number 5.
Your Lordship, similar order may be passed. But here, the petitioner is praying only for minimum scale of pay.
How many petitioners?
4 petitioners.
They were appointed by the same order.
No, Your Lordship.
Heard. Mr. Chancellor. He will then a counsel for the petitioner. Stop. The petitioners were all appointed as work charge labor within bracket fixed and posted at what is PHG?
Pomching subdivision.
PHG?
Pomching. Pomching subdivision under Mon
Oh,
District.
PHG is Pomching
Yes, Your Worship.
and posted at Pomching in the office of the subdivisional officer Pomching
Yes, Your
under
Worship.
the establishment of the executive engineer PWD within bracket RNB Mon Division Nagaland. Stop. The case of the petitioner is that they have submitted the representation dated 25/4/2023 and 2/6/2023 to the Chief Engineer, Public Works Department within bracket RNB, Nagaland, Kohima, seeking for granting minimum scale of pay. Stop. However, their representation has not been considered till date. Being aggrieved, the petitioner is before this court. Issue notice to the respondents, returnable within 4 weeks. Since Mr. N. Angami since the state respondents are represented by Mr. N. Angami, the learned senior government advocate, no formal notice need be issued to the state respondents. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall, however, serve requisite copies of the writ petition to the learned government advocate within
3 days, Your Worship.
within a period of 3 days from today, listed after 4 weeks.
Myself.
For motion, item number 6.
May I plead, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, in the instant case, the petitioner is a retired constable who was serving at 2nd NAP Battalion, Alachin, Mokochung, Your Honor. But however, Your Honor, the petitioner took voluntary retirement in the year 2018. So, Your Lordship, after taking voluntary retirement, the petitioner was withdrawing his post-retirement benefits from his regular serving bank account bearing AC number 108200177602, and this branch is located at ATB branch, and it is located at Bihar, Your Lordship, at district Gopalganj. But however, Your Lordship, for the last 3 months, I am not in a position to withdraw any money from this particular account. So, Your Lordship, accordingly, I approached my concerned branch manager, who informed me that my account has been blocked from here, Nagaland. From Nagaland, that is Mokochung Bazar branch. And the concerned branch manager advised me to approach this Mokochung Bazar branch manager regarding the matter. So accordingly, Your Lordship, I visited Mokochung and I met the branch manager of Mokochung Bazar branch in order to know the reason why my account has been blocked. But unfortunately, the branch manager did not tell me anything, the reason, saying that that is against their bank's norms. So, Your Lordship, I having left with no option, I served legal notice upon the respondent, whereby I directed the respondent that from the date of receiving of my notice to unblock my account. So, in return, Your Lordship, after getting my notice, the respondent, they have replied, whereby they have confirmed that my account has been blocked by their branch, and the reason was given is that one Mr. Abdul Razak, he has lost one complaint at Mokitun police station, and through this police station, those some group of people from whom I have allegedly taken loan, they have also submitted an application in the bank. So they have given this reason, and they also, in the same reply, they have directed me to approach this matter through court only. So, Your Lordship, here my question is, I am asking the action of the respondent authority. Under what authority they have blocked my account? So, neither there is any court order, nor in this case any case has been registered, nor there is any allegation that through my account I was doing some illegal activities, or in my account there is illegal money. There is no such allegation, Your Lordship. Just on the basis of third party's application, how the responding authorities could block my account. And Your Lordship, uh, at the last part of this month, my daughter's marriage is already been fixed, Your Lordship, which is to be held from 28th to 30th of this month. So, Your Lordship, now I am in badly need of money. Through whatever benefits I was getting through this, that is all my service benefits are there. So now I am not in a position to use my account in order to get married to my daughter. So that's why, Your Lordship, in my interim prayer, I have also prayed that during the pendency of this petition, I may be allowed to draw at least 10 lakhs for the purpose of my daughter's marriage. Your Lordship, I would like to draw the attention of the court at page 25, Your Lordship, that is their reply for blocking my account.
Which page?
Page 25, Your Lordship, that is their reply to the legal notice.
You assist me with your facts, okay? Not Mr. Sunsu. Learned counsel for the petitioner. The case of the petitioner in brief is that he is a retired constable of 2nd NAP Battalion Alichan, Wooden Brigade, District Mukokchung, Nagaland. It is the case of the petitioner that after his retirement, he has been drawing the retirement benefits from SBI account number bearing AC number 108 2001 77062 of ADB branch. What is ADB?
Your Lordship, it is not in my knowledge
Okay.
because this branch is situated in Bihar.
ADB branch, State Bank of India, District Gopalganj, Bihar. It is the case of the petitioner that since he was unable to use / operate the bank account, the said bank account, for withdrawal of his post-retirement benefits, the petitioner accordingly inquired the reason from the branch manager of the said bank. And the branch manager verbally informed the petitioner that the said has been blocked / freezed and / or put on hold from Nagaland by the respondent number 2. That is the branch manager, Mokokchung Bazaar branch, SBI, Arkong Ward, Kohima District, Mokokchung. Stop. The petitioner accordingly met the respondent number 2. But his meeting with the respondent number 2 yielded no positive result. Stop. Leaving with no option, the petitioner served the legal notice dated 27/6/2023 to the respondent number 2, along with the copy to the respondent number 1. Urging the said respondents to unblock and allow the petitioner to operate his bank account. Stop. The respondent number 2 by the reply dated 15/7/2023 informed the petitioner that the petitioner's bank account has been put on hold in view of the complaint lodged by one Mr. Abdul Razak at Mokokchung Police Station against the petitioner for cheating a group of persons by borrowing a sum of money amounting to rupees 1175,000. And these people have submitted the complaint against the petitioner through the police station at Mokokchung for holding up the petitioner's bank account. It is above the case of the petitioner that the complaint filed by the said Mr. Abdul Razak at Mukokchung Police Station against the petitioner has not been furnished to the petitioner, and therefore the petitioner is in the dark as to why the operation of his bank account has been held up. So, being aggrieved, the petitioner has filed the present writ petition. So, issue notice to the respondents, returnable within 4 weeks.
Your Lordship, I may be around interim prayer because
The learned counsel for the petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 1 and 2 by a registered post with AD within a period of
3 days, Your Lordship.
3 days from today. Stop. The prayer for interim shall be considered on the next returnable date.
Your Lordship, in the Wakalatnama, my colleague's name is also there,
That's all right.
but her name has not been reflected. So I pray to the Honorable Court that registry may be directed to reflect her name in the post list as well, Your Lordship.
The name of MS so-and-so,
Impleading
so-and-so, as the learned counsel for the petitioner, as one of the learned counsel for the petitioner, shall also be reflected in the daily course list. Okay. Yes.
the.
For admission, item number 7.
Yes.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship, I want to study one of these honorable court order which I have obtained recently. So can it be listed on Monday?
No part had done in that case. Because actually part had, it is very uncertain. On the prayer of the learned counsel for the petitioner, listed again on,
Monday.
what is Monday?
Should,
17.
Listed again on 17/8/2023. Released from Part Hud.
March of last.
For admission, item number 8.
yeah, please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, if the matter can come out after 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
Why?
Lordship,
is the
the
matter?
counsel is in disposal of Your Lordship.
What is the matter?
It's retrospective regularization.
Retrospective.
Regularization. So I'm not in this matter, Your Lordship.
Who is there?
Sir Mohammed, Your Lordship.
Retrospective.
Yes,
I think
Your
you don't have a case. This is 2019.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes.
It was 19.
When do you want it?
Lordship, after 2 weeks.
No, retrospective, 3 weeks. On the prayer, Mr. M. Solo makes a mention on behalf of Mr. Muajamir, the learned counsel for the petitioner, and seeks adjournment of the case after 2 weeks. Prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks.
Lordship.
Stop. It is made clear that any further adjournment shall be subject to cost. Yes.
For admission, item number 9.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, here my senior has been recently engaged as counsel for the petitioner.
Okay. For which?
TB Jamir, Lordship.
For the petitioner?
For petitioner.
For the petitioner.
We will be filing our Wakalat Nama and also our reply affidavit
Okay. Who was handling the case before?
before Sifosiko.
Psycho. Okay. Mr. Your good name?
I
Imkong.
Jamir.
Imkong.
I Jamir.
Mr. I. Jamir. Submits that. Mr. T.B. Jamir, the Learned Counsel and his associates has been recently engaged to represent the petitioner. And therefore 6 for 3 weeks' time to file Wakalatnama.
Because we will file during the course of the day. Wakalat Nama and also our reply affidavit.
To file Wakalatnama as well as to receive necessary instructions listed after 3 weeks. Okay.
Right.
For admission, item number 10.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Affidavit in reply is yet to be filed.
Oh, you're for the petitioner?
Yes, Your Lordship. Actually, 2 weeks time may be good.
Mr. So-and-so, the learned counsel for the petitioner, 6 for 2 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. So, prayer is allowed, listed after 2 weeks. Okay.
For admission, item number 11.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes, please.
Lordship, I pray that this matter may be listed for admission hearing on Thursday. Lordship, on previous occasion, my Lord has passed an order directing the respondent number 1, 2, and 3 to appear.
Who is for the respondent?
Income Tax Department, Lordship.
If they are not there,
So, Lordship, on previous occasion, my Lord has passed an order that if respondents fail to appear, then it will be heard ex parte.
okay, if it is exported, then it should come up in the normal course. What is the matter about?
Lordship, I'm aggrieved with the penalty imposed pending appeal, filed for appeal on in the Income Tax Department, Lordship.
Penalty imposed.
Yes, Lordship.
Livy, you're for the state. Do you have any role?
Your Lordship, I think.
Lordship, this state is just a performer respondent.
Well, the notice has been served. Oh?
Lordship, may kindly see the order dated 4/7/2023, Lordship.
Affidavit regarding service of notice. What was the ground for challenging?
Lordship, the ground is in page number 11, page number 13, Lordship.
What opportunity or platform you require?
Lordship,
You are saying platform opportunity has not been given to you.
Lordship, I have filed an appeal. So before, while pending.
You have filed an appeal.
Yes, Lordship.
Before which forum?
Before the Income Tax Department, Lordship. I was imposed penalty for failing to.
And that appeal has still not been disposed.
Yes, Lordship. Still pending. But while pending the appeal, I was imposed penalty, Lordship.
Without disposing the appeal.
Yes, Lordship. So my
And
prayer is.
whether there is a stay.
There's an interim prayer.
There is an interim.
interim
Okay,
order.
you have an interim in your favor.
Yes.
Let us at least wait for the outcome of that appeal. Since that is by way of procedure, you have filed an appeal. You have an interim in your favor, correct?
Yes, Lordship.
Let us see what is that interim. Let us see by which order. Which is the order?
Lordship, interim order is dated 12/1/2023.
12/1/2023. So the demand notice has been stayed.
Yes, Lordship.
This demand notice was issued by
By the Income Tax Department.
the Income Tax Department.
Yes, Lordship.
And your appeal is against? Your appeal is against?
My appeal is against the penalty, Lordship. Is against the failure to file income tax in the financial year 2013 to 14, Lordship.
No, why have you filed appeal, ma'am?
Your Lordship, white order dated and wrong assessment has been made, order has been passed against me, your Lordship. So against that, since there's a scope for appeal, so I have made an appeal, your Lordship.
Wrong assessment has
Yes,
been made against
yes.
you, and against that you have appealed.
Yes, that is by the income tax officer. Seeing that in the assessment year 2013-14, I have made a cash deposit of rupees 10 lakhs in my account. So based on that, I've been directed to pay more than 2 crore and 10 lakhs. So against that, since there's a remedy, I have appealed before the Commission of Income Tax. Respondent number 3.
Who has directed you to pay that 10 crore?
That is the income tax officer. Respondent
Income tax
1.
officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
So against the order passed by income tax officer, you have actually approached the appellate forum.
Yes. So during pendency of the appeal, I was given show cause notices, 2 show cause notice. Accordingly, I have replied,
Okay.
saying that I have given a detailed report, a detailed explanation. But regardless of that, penalty has been imposed. So it was wrong on the part of the
By
income
the
tax
appellate?
officer.
By the appellate?
No, by the income tax officer.
Okay.
Yes. So, Lordship, now being aggrieved, having no other option, I have to approach this honorable court.
And whether the penalty imposed by the ITO has been stayed?
Yes,
demand
that has been stayed by the order of this court. There's an interim. Your
And
Lordship,
whether any adverse order has been passed against you by the appellate authority?
not yet. The appeal proceeding is still pending.
Still pending.
Now, very recently, now everything is done online. So a window portal has been opened, and then I have been allowed to make my written submission according to the appeal that I have filed.
Okay.
So hearing is yet to be conducted. So if I want the income tax officer, should he, it bars him from imposing penalty till such time the penalty.
Correct,
Yeah, it
correct.
should be the outcome of the appeal.
Correct.
So, be aggrieved, having no other option, I have to approach this honorable court.
So this court is stayed.
Yes, this court has stayed. Also, Your Honor, I have one simple prayer. It is admitted that I have failed to file my income tax return because normally, out of sheer ignorance, what has happened is that normally, since my work is confined to execution, procurement of public works, so taxes are deducted at source. So this is the against the assessment order that was issued against me is a matter concerning more than 9 years back. So without giving me any opportunity to file income tax return, this has, the assessment order was passed against me. So now, Your Honor, Your Lordship, given the other situation in the past, we can file it physically before the income tax officer. Now, I am very much willing. I want to file, but since there is no option given, in the sense everything is done online now, and there is no portal, there is no option there for me to file. So this is also one of my prayer. If a direction may be issued to the respondent number 1 and 2, that is income tax officer, and also the assistant commissioner of income tax.
But when the matter is pending before the appellate authority,
Yes, Your Honor.
should I
Yes, Your
encroach?
Lordship. Lordship, this will not impede in the decision-making process of the appellate authority.
Anyhow, as of date, you are not being prejudiced.
Yes. So
Because actually the ITO, the demand notice has been stayed,
yes.
and the matter is pending disposal before the
Yes,
appellate
yes, Your
authority. So
Lordship.
let us wait for appellate authority. Let us wait for that.
Lordship,
Because I think
yes, we can wait, Your Lordship. In the meantime, if I may be allowed to file income tax return, then I should be very grateful, because this will also in the interest of the state.
in that case, we will have to go for a lengthy hearing. I will have to understand the case.
Lordship.
But I was of the view that since at the moment, you are not being prejudiced.
Yes.
Because the demand notice by the ITO has been stayed,
Yes, Your Honor.
and your matter is
Yeah.
pending disposal before the appellate forum.
Lordship.
So I was of the view that it would be good if the appellate forum decides the matter first.
Okay. So you want this matter to be pending prior to that?
Let the appellate authority, because actually, like, if I pass any order after hearing, and if the appellate authority has a different view, then it may not be proper again.
Because, Your Honor, the assessment order is completely different, which I am challenging that. But filing of income tax return is again another subject matter, which I am willing to file it. And also, it is also the submission and prayer of the petitioner that if at all they are willing, they are liable to pay some income tax, and they are also willing to do it. But first, return has to be filed.
Filing return, filing return, but whether that has to be as per the demand notice of the ITO. That is the issue, That is the issue. You are actually like conflicting that amount. So I give you that option. Then what income tax you will file? Whether as per what you have assessed or as per the demand notice of the ITO. Which of these two amount will you file? Okay, let us at least wait for the outcome.
Yes, sir.
And in the meantime, if you want me to hear, I will hear you in the usual course, but you will have to come up with that problem. You will have to actually find a solution to that problem, because actually ITO is, which is stayed, ITO demand notice. ITO, I am told that it is 2 crores plus.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And what you have assessed, your income tax, you are saying that it's some thousand or some lakhs. What is your assessment?
In fact, in that relevant assessment here, I have no income. I have incurred losses because I was making investment. So I have no income, and then.
So what return you want to file?
But under Section 139 of the Income Tax Act, it is mandatory for, as a firm, I have to file my return. So also, Your Lordship, there are a catalog of judgments passed by the High Court where the High Court has intervened and condoned the delay. In fact, there is also a provision. But now, the problem with the petitioner is that.
Condoning delay, that's no problem.
Yes.
Here, your case is a little bit different, because actually here is a demand. There is a demand which you are disputing.
Lordship.
So even if I say, okay, we give you the opportunity to file return, your right to return. If that is not accepted, because they may say that actually our demand is so and so. So that issue first has to be resolved. And whether you have challenged that, whether you have challenged that, or whether that is to be decided by the appellate forum. Your dispute to the demand made by the income tax officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct?
Yes,
Whether you have challenged that.
yes, I have challenged
Yes,
that.
and whether you have challenged it before the appellate forum.
Yes, I did.
Ah.
It's still pending. It's pending.
Then, without the appellate forum deciding that issue, I think I will be an encroacher, giving any direction. Okay, so let's list it after. In fact, I wanted to list it after the disposal of the appeal, but let us see what happens after 2 weeks. We'll list it after 2 weeks.
Lordship, let the interim order.
Yes, yes, on the prayer of the learned counsel for the petitioner. Listed after 2 weeks. The interim order passed earlier. It shall continue till the next. What was the interim order? Till further orders?
Yes, till the next date.
Till the next date. Okay, till the next returnable date. None appears for the respondents. Okay.
Lordship.
For admission, item number 12.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, adjournments will be granted for filing contract.
Okay. MS Livika, the learned government advocate, 6 adjournment of the case for 3 weeks
Yes, Your Lordship.
to file
Contrary, Your Lordship.
affidavit in reply on behalf of the state respondents. Stop. Prayer is allowed. Listed after 3 weeks.
Your Lordship, there is an interim.
Okay, the interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next returnable date.
For admission, item number 13.
Your Lordship, I received the affidavit filed by the state yesterday, so
Okay.
kindly allow 3 weeks time to file my reply.
Okay. Mr. Ayim Chin, correct?
Yes, Your Lordship.
The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he may be allowed 3 weeks' time to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the state respondents. Prayer is allowed, listed after 3 weeks. Okay.
Much obliged.
For hearing, item number 14.
Yes.
Lordship, in this case, the person may.
Just give me the gist.
The gist is, Lordship, in response to a harassment issue by the Naga University, the petitioner submitted this candidature for appointment to the post of assistant professor Hindi.
Okay.
The person with a disability. So he has submitted, along his candidature, he has enclosed the certificate of his candidature, his disability certificate. There's no dispute to that.
What does the advertisement says?
Yes. Advertisement says that in respect of assistant professor, 3 posts has been reserved for the person with disability. It can apply in any post.
Okay.
That means in any post, a person with disability can apply. And out of the total number of posts under the assistant professor, 3 posts has been up, 3 posts has been reserved.
Okay.
As per the advertisement.
Okay.
Petitioner, he was called for an interview. And in the interview, he is not successful. Out of the 4 candidates, he wasn't the bottom. So now the
Yes,
petitioner
persons with
disability.
persons with differently differently able person, let's say. 4 were selected.
That's true.
4 were selected.
No, one was selected, 2 was selected.
2.
Yes, there were 2 posts, and 2 persons were selected.
2 persons
Out of the 4 candidates.
with disability.
No. Those are the general candidates.
3 posts.
2 posts.
No, you said that 3 posts were reserved for persons with disability.
Disability. That means, Lordship, under the assistant professor, there are various posts.
But this is regarding assistant professor Hindi.
In Hindi.
Hindi.
You have not specified.
So let us actually concentrate on this. Advertisement and 3 posts were reserved for persons with disability.
Under the category of assistant professor.
Okay. So whether actually this 3 posts has been filled up?
One post has been filled up.
One
Under
post.
English department.
English department. What about 2?
2 no, they have not filled up.
And why?
Petitioners questioning them.
No, why are you questioning whether you have qualified the interview?
No, Lordship. As per their affidavit also, the affidavit filed by the university, they have also specifically stated that if a person with disability, if he fulfills the criteria,
If he forfeits?
if he fulfills the criteria, that means if he is eligible to apply for the post. Without any interview also, he can be considered under section 33 of the Act.
Without interview also?
That is the condition. That means 3 posts were reserved. Out of the 3 posts, they have filled up only 1 post with a person with disability.
And what about the 2 posts?
Worship, that they have not extended. They have not extended the benefit.
Nobody is appointed?
Nobody is appointed. Worship. And as per their affidavit.
And okay, just be very specific.
Yes, Worship.
Why were you not appointed?
Worship, since I have not qualified in the interview. But when a person with disability, I should not be booked along with under the category, along with the category of the general candidate. And as per their affidavit, Worship, what they have stated is, they are maintaining a roster to fill up the post, a person with disability. And the post of Hindi, that does not come within that roster. That is the condition. But however, as per the judgment laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court, this 3% reservation cannot be implemented in an identified post. It has to be determined on that to look at respect.
The other question is when you have not qualified for the post.
That is true.
Now, what is your right to that post? That is
My right is, since I'm a person with disability, as per under section 33 of the Act, my application should be considered.
as per section.
33 of the Act.
What does 33 says?
3% of the total number of posts has to be reserved for a person with disability.
It's all right. That is okay. 3% is for reservation. But when you have not qualified the interview,
Worship,
even if you have not qualified the interview, is it mandatory to appoint you
Worship, as per
when you
the
are not qualified educationally? You were not appointed because you were not.
Worship, when I'm a person with disability, when they are implementing this 3% reservation, I should not be called upon to compete with the general category. And that is your statement in the affidavit.
No, here is a case where actually the course has been prescribed even for disability. The course for the interview has been prescribed even for the disability, if I'm not mistaken. The course for the interview for disability has been prescribed. And if you are not found qualified in that interview, how can...
But here, Worship, my grievance is, I'm a person with disability. But I was allowed to compete with a person with a general category. For that reason, I was not selected.
But what about the one who was selected?
Yes, Worship.
I'm just trying to get a picture without going into this.
Worship, in my read petition, we come to page number 53.
Just first tell me. Read petition and all this, I will have to go through.
As per this is the report of the university. In as per this report, only 1 post get given to the person with disability.
One is for unreserved and then one is for OPC.
So the person appointed is OBC.
One is OPC and one is from unreserved general category.
So both filled up.
Yes.
You had advertised 3 posts.
2 posts.
2 posts.
Of assistant professor Hindi.
For disabled.
No, not for disabled. Under OPC and one for unreserved.
OBC also for disabled or OBC only?
General category, OPC. Under reservation for.
And then the petitioner has appeared in the interview, and then after being unsuccessful, he's questioning the petitioner's decision making. He appeared. He was called for interview. He appeared.
Whether the course for this differently able person and for the other category, whether the course is same.
Same.
Course is same.
Same course.
Only thing is reservation.
He is reserved. I think we can continue on rest also.
Just give me 2 minutes. Welcome. We'll continue. We'll continue. Just give me 2 minutes.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, I beg for Your Lordship indulgence in item number 1, IA 89 of 2023, if I may be allowed to take steps to serve the copies to the Nagan Lokayukta responding for.
Okay. Where is that? KB, item 1, okay? Not in the IA, but in the WPC 130, item 1, okay? Okay? WPC 130, na? We have actually written that in view of the orders and so on, na? Huh? Then the Learned Counsel for the petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon the newly implemented respondent number 4 by registered post with AD within a period of
3 days, Your Lordship.
3 days from today. Okay.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Yes. So let us first understand your case, okay? So there was an advertisement.
It's fine. Yes.
3 posts were reserved for a person with disability.
Under the assistant, under the post of assistant, there are various posts under the in the advertisement. Here you have advertised for the post of
You have applied for which post?
assistant professor.
In which subject?
Hindi.
So forget about other posts. You have applied only for Hindi.
I've applied for Hindi.
For Hindi. So in Hindi, whether there was any reservation?
No. It's a general reservation of 3 posts under the category of assistant professor.
Okay. For the whole post advertised? For the whole post advertised?
Just for the whole post of place
3 posts were reserved.
for person with disability.
Which were the posts?
If not identified,
Why have you not challenged?
no, Lordship. Lordship will come to the in the Lordship. I'll show the record. Lordship asked in this. Under the category of assistant professor, under 12 department, they have advertised 17 posts. In out of these 17 posts, they have reserved 3 posts for a person with disability.
Which are the posts?
Lordship, that they have not identified here. They have given the reservation in general. In all of these 17 posts, only one post of as per the advertisement, it says that 3 posts has been filled has been reserved for a person with disability. But as per your reports, only one post has been filled up for the person with disability that is also under the English department. And as per the advertisement, it says that in any department. So it's a general reservation.
No, it's not general reservation.
Eligible candidate.
No, but as per the advertisement, if actually there was no reservation in assistant professor Hindi, if no reservation was given, why did you not agitate against the advertisement?
No, Lordship, advertisement is a general advertisement. So in the general advertisement, they have given this condition that the 3 posts have been out of these 17 posts under the assistant professor. Out of these 17 posts, 3 posts is reserved for a person with disability.
That is why
eligible candidate.
now you are actually bringing up a complaint against that. Why have you not actually agitated against the advertisement itself?
No, Lordship, in the according to Lordship, as my opinion, this advertisement there is no fault. So advertisement says that eligible candidate may apply in any department. They have given an invitation. Eligible candidate may apply in any department. So if there's a person with disability, if a candidate with disability, in any department of this assistant professor, therefore open for all.
Okay, in any department. If there is a person with disability,
yes, Lordship.
but there is a rider, that person must qualify the interview?
No.
Or the advertisement says even if one is not qualified, if he is disabled,
In the under the terms and condition in the advertisement, nothing has been said about it. Under the terms and
nothing means actually like the benefit does not go in your favor.
But the Lordship, and your affidavit in opposition filed before this moving forward.
You prove your case.
That's why, Lordship.
You leave aside their case. You prove your case. You said that though I was qualified, though I secured this mark, though I secured that mark, I was not deprived, and the person who had actually secured a weak mark than me.
But Lordship, as per this interview, as per this advertisement, eligible candidate may apply in the department.
Okay.
So when there's a candidature from the person with disability,
yes,
he should not be allowed to be compete with the general category. His case has to be considered under section 33 of the Act.
If he is qualified, suppose if your candidate is qualified.
I mean, if I am eligible to appear for an.
If you are eligible and if you are qualified, then at least you get that reservation.
No. Qualification will come only, eligibility will come on the basis of my record. But qualification will come only if I could compete with a general. categorically.
See, in the advertisement, there is no distinction.
No distinction.
There is no distinction. Why have you not challenged that? Saying that actually like the course for both the general as well as the disabled person, they were the same.
Your Worship, in the resume, as I submitted earlier, they have invited all the eligible candidates. Out of these 12 departments, in none of the department they have identified. None of the department.
Why coming now? Why coming now? If that was the case, you're actually the root cause is in the advertisement.
No, Worship. I think it would have no just no for Worship. Since they have invited from all the eligible candidates, we apply in any department. It says. The word any department, Worship. That may be a question. All of these 12 departments, in any department, they can apply.
Okay, let us proceed in that. But the next question is whether an unqualified person is entitled to be appointed, is eligible to be appointed.
Yes, Worship. When the provision of the Act is not implemented. No. And that issue comes only subsequent to the selection.
Irrespective of whether there is a law or not, when you are not eligible. When you are not eligible, how can this court give a direction to appoint you?
Worship, we are taking a calculated chance. If the Act is violated or if the Act is not implemented.
That is okay. Taking a calculated chance will not apply. Okay, let us say that. But when you are not qualified.
That's why, Worship. I'm submitting here.
So I will hear you.
I'm not with this.
But you have a very weak case. We'll hear you. We'll hear you. Yes. Come as per the record.
Yes. Worship, straight down, I'll take your Worship to the advertisement.
Yes, yes.
Page number 29. Page 29, Worship, Annex 50.
Yes.
This is an advertisement dated 19 May 2015. Applications are invited on prescribed format from the eligible candidate for the various faculty position under Nagaland University as indicated below. We are not concerned with the professor. We come to the page number 31, where the present petition is concerned with the post of assistant professor. Page 31. And also the posting in question comes under serial number 11. Assistant Professor Hindi. Here are two vacancies.
In the post of assistant professor?
Yes, assistant professor.
Hindi?
Yes, serial number 11.
There are two vacancies.
Yes,
reservation.
Third box. And
vacancies.
The post has been reserved for UR unreserved 1, OPC 1. And desirable area of that is open. We should become the just below the box. Three posts.
No, let us come 11. One is unreserved, one is OBC.
OPC.
What is this desirable area of specialization?
That is essential qualification.
What is the desirable area of application?
Desirable.
It says open.
Open.
What is that? I don't understand.
That can be that can be explained by the.
No, what is this? What is this? Open. Page 32. But Mr. It is your case. You are not supposed to point fingers.
Lordship, yes, okay. Lordship, in other department.
What is this? I want to understand this first.
Yes, Lordship, just to understand.
Unless I don't get a
Yes.
proper understanding, I will not proceed.
Lordship, if you see serial number 1 and 2, serial number 1 and 2 is also open. In serial number 3,
What does it mean by open?
research methodology, Lordship, is a essential qualification.
Mr. Limawabang,
Yes, sir.
please kindly answer the query of this court.
Open,
Don't try to bypass.
Lordship, I think, Lordship, even in Hindi, Lordship.
What is that open, Mr. This?
My lord, I have no instruction of this, but
Are
from the disabled area, especially, it appears like in other subjects they are given some. The requirement is specialization in.
See the box.
Yes.
Desirable area of specialization open. What is this?
Open. It means that there is no specialized, special subject specialist is
No,
not required.
no, subject is specialized is required. That means it's open. Essential qualification. In the other department, certain, in respect of respondent, serial number 3 also. They have research methodology, statistic, and evaluation, in testing. That is a subject one has to be qualified.
So assistant professor 2, one is under unreserved, one is OBC.
Yes, Lordship.
What about persons with disability? What is the reservation?
Lordship, we come to the, just below the box, in B.
Ah.
3 posts reserved for person with disability. Any eligible candidate may apply in any department. That means all of these 17 posts under assistant professor, out of the 17 posts,
12.
posts,
12.
Lordship, 12 department, but total number of posts. There are 17 posts under the 12th department. Under this 12th department, there are 17 posts. In out of the 17 posts, 3 posts being reserved for person with disability.
I still haven't got this. So, when you say that 3 posts reserved for person with disabilities, eligible candidates may apply in any department.
Any department.
So, 3 posts reserved for person with disabilities.
All of these
Eligible.
17 posts.
So, assistant professor. This is for assistant professor for which post?
Person with petition.
3 posts reserved for person with disabilities. Is it for assistant professor, associate professor, or professors?
No, Lordship, assistant professor. Under professor, in the first category, 1 post has been reserved for person with disability. And associate professor, also 1 post.
Let us come properly to this. Assistant professor, kindly explain properly. Let me just get what your explanation is.
Assistant professor.
Yes, and person reserved for persons with disability.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, under the assistant professor,
Suppose 12 categories,
12th department.
12 departments. If suppose there are 12 persons with disabilities, what happens?
In that case, almost a 12 the interviews we conduct.
Pardon?
Almost a 12, if there are 12 candidate, with a person with disability. The interview has to be conducted. In all of that, 12 candidates, 3 has to be selected.
So how many persons with disabilities appeared? That's why I'm asking you from the very beginning.
Yes, Lordship.
For Hindi, assistant professor Hindi, how many persons with disability appeared for this post?
Petitioner.
And whether actually the in other department, whether persons with disability has been appointed?
Lordship, under education department. That is as per the record of the department. We should become the page number 60. This is a clarification.
Page 31, one under education department.
The education department is under column 3.
I got it. So only one person was appointed.
Yes, Lordship. Out of this 3 posts. Lordship, under section 62, petitioner has submitted the application to the chief commissioner for person with disability. And as per the query raised by the chief commissioner for person with disability, the university has submitted a letter. And as per the latest Adjournments.
Mr. Ali, will you be able to properly explain so far as the university is concerned on this? Are you prepared?
Well, regarding which query?
No, in any query on this subject matter, are you, because actually it's a little bit technical, so are you completely prepared to assist this court? Just don't stand up because it is fixed for hearing.
Yes.
Let us not have that attitude. Technicality means let us at least assess the court fully and then let us try to do justice.
In that case, regarding the PWTs, regarding the post of applicants for the post of assistant professors, I may be allowed to ascertain whether there were other applicants in other subjects.
That is what I want to also know.
Yes, because like
How many
Yes.
persons with disability appeared,
yes,
submitted their application for the interview? I think that is
really, but in other subjects, other department.
that is why.
That-
And how many were appointed?
Yes.
And if only one, why the others were not appointed? What was the reason for not appointing them? Have you filed that affidavit?
In that regard, I have not. But so I mean, we allowed to take instructions regarding that query. Whether there was other applicants in respect of other departments.
Can you bring the query next Monday?
I mean, I have to take correspondence. I'll try.
You have understood what this court wants, no?
Yes. Whether there were other applicants in
Whether there were other applicants,
respect of other
how
departments.
much,
Yes.
how many of them were appointed,
Yes.
and what happened to the others? Those who applied but were not appointed, whether they were disqualified because they did not succeed in the interview? Monday.
Monday may be too short because I have to take correspondence from Lumami and then they have to send through.
The office of the Nagaland University is at Kohima, at Merima.
But I take the instruction from the legal cell Nagaland University, which is at headquarters Lumami.
Lumami.
Yes. So the legal cell is taking care of all this.
Oh, legal cell is at Lumami.
Yes. So
High Court is here, they should actually have that legal cell here.
Your headquarters is at Lumami.
Of course.
these two.
So when can you bring it?
Just them in that case.
Lordship, regarding that query, if you see this letter dated 5th October 2016, written by the university to the Chief Commissioner for Person with Disability. You have only one post.
No, I wonder how much applied. How much applied? Why actually the others were not given? Like the petitioner, why actually they were also, suppose if others were also, if they have actually applied for the post, consequent to this advertisement, what happened to their fate? I just wanted to know whether actually like the university has treated everybody equally or whether actually like, okay.
Lordship, instruction with relevant records. If any candidate have applied, Obviously,
What are
your
the
the applications will be there.
It never touched him a lot. A week.
So you bring your relevant records, instruction plus relevant records. Let us just see. Okay.
Oh my lord, in that case, 2 weeks so that.
No, 2 weeks to both. Huh?
Yes, sir.
2 weeks?
So she has to obtain the instruction from Lomami only. Lomami.
Since
Sufficient
the
time.
documents will be required, so
It is a interview concerning the year 2016.
When have you filed?
This petition was filed in the year 2017.
17. And why?
Due to the change of council. The earlier council, he was been appointed as a member in the Foreign Tribunal at Gauhati. The earlier council
The counsel for the petitioner.
for the petition. So thereafter, again, the petitioner again, he subsequently engaged me.
But 2017, I think.
So to trace out the report also, it will take some time. Since they are having lots of harassment in. I think 2 weeks will be adequate.
Okay. Mr. N. Longkumar, the learned counsel for the
respondents 1, 2, and 6 now.
respondent number 1, 2, and 6. Shall come with necessary instructions. As to the number of persons with disabilities who applied for the advertisement dated 19/5/2015. And the result of their interview. For the respective posts applied by them. Mr. N. Longkumar shall also produce the relevant records of the interview held consequent to the advertisement dated 19/5/2015. Okay.
In respect of assistant professor.
Okay.
Because we are
In respect of assistant professors.
In respect of the post of assistant
professor.
professors
Under 12 departments.
under the 12 departments mentioned in the advertisement dated 19/5/2015. Can we give a date or?
After 2 weeks.
24.
Okay.
Expire on 26.
So listed again on 24/8/2023. 24/8.
Can we keep it as a partner?
No. Our program is also very indefinite. Okay.
Ini di mana itu yang? Ini di mana itu yang? Ini di mana itu yang?